Welcome back, everybody. We are here to continue lesson 57. So that's what we're going to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends to watch. All right. Chris, so we were talking, the last thing that we talked about last time was o trabalho é para cliente novo. O trabalho é para cliente novo.
Okay, the work is to a new customer.
Okay, so first of all, the work is, what the preposition that we use here, the work isn't going to. If you say going, then it would be movement, right? But
okay.
this work is being done a favor. So when it's a favor, the work is for.
The work is for new customer. Em aula.
So
Fecha a porta, por favor.
So in this case, then we need to figure out how we say cliente, because we have two options, right? What are the two options?
Okay, client.
And customer. When do we use client and when do we use customer?
Client, when I'm gonna go to the doctor.
Okay, so why? Why is that client and not customer?
I don't know.
Glass, Larissa, can you help? When do we use client? When do we use customer? So she's right. Chris is right. When we go to the, well, actually, doctors and dentists don't use client. They use patient. So that's already a different group. When it's in the healthcare area, they use patient. But if it were between client and customer, it would be client. But why?
Além da formalidade, o que seria, professor?
Okay, so not necessarily more formal. Larissa, do you remember?
Vagamente. Vou arriscar, mas...
Okay, let's do it.
Eu acho que, não sei se vou me expressar bem, mas assim, nem todo customer é cliente. Porque o pode comprar uma vez só e não ser aquele cliente, né, que fidelizou. E o cliente pode ser aquele que comprou e vai continuar sendo. Não sei bem.
Good guess. That's a good guess, but not exactly. So client is usually higher ticket. What does higher ticket mean?
I don't know.
Higher ticket items are more expensive. So it's usually something that's more expensive. So that's one thing. Usually higher ticket, also more follow-up. Acompanhamento.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, if I am a lawyer, then you're not just going to come see me once and that's it. I'm going to follow up with your case. I'm going to help you. I'll call you repeatedly. We'll talk. It'll be a continuation. So that it's like if you are a lawyer, if you are an insurance salesman, for example, if I sell you insurance, it's going to be a relationship that's going to continue. So there's a stronger relationship with someone who is your client, because usually they're paying more. They're paying for you to help them for longer than one or two times. Now, a customer usually is lower ticket. Lower ticket items, like you go to the grocery store. If I own a grocery store, I don't say you're my client. I say you're my customer.
Okay.
Less follow-up.
Professor,
Yeah.
Esse relationship, eu achei que fosse só coisa de relação de homem e mulher.
Nope.
Isso daqui, então, pode ser
Professional.
qualquer coisa, tá?
Professional. Yeah, that's good. I should probably put professional relationship.
Professional relationship.
Mas precisava ter colocado. Seria claro que é profissional ali, mas eu só estava
No.
comentando que eu achava que
Não,
era
tudo bem, ok.
No, so relationship can be outside of a sexual or intimate or friendly relationship, any kind of relationship. So, for example, someone could ask, what kind of relationship do you have with your coworkers? Just a professional relationship, or we have a friendship, or we have, you know what I mean? So some people, especially in the US, it's not uncommon for someone to have a purely professional relationship with their coworkers and not have any actual friendship. It's a good question. So then we have a less of a professional relationship. Basically, it's if you lose a client, it can be a big deal, right? Because you're usually making more money. Like if you're a car salesman, that could be used as client, right? Because they're paying quite a bit of money. If you are a realtor, if you sell houses, right, that's also could be a client because it's a lot of money that each client makes you. So it's a big deal when you lose a client, but a grocery store, they lose customers all the time, right? It's not as big a deal if they lose one customer. Now, if they lose 100 customers because there's, something happens and there's bad food and people get sick, then that could be a problem. Restaurants. Do you think restaurants usually use client or customer? Customer, yeah. Yeah, because usually, unless it's like a 5-star restaurant, it's usually not high ticket item, high ticket dinner. So generally, restaurants also use customer. So that's the main difference between customer and client. And then, like I said, in the healthcare area, then they use patients. So doctors have patients, dentists have patients, psychologists and psychiatrists have patients.
Professor, eu só não entendi ali nos textos que você colocou que o que quer dizer followed up? Tipo, a gente entende que é piriri,
Acompanhamento.
Ah, tá. O acompanhamento que se diz é, por exemplo, do seguro, que é uma coisa que vai mês e depois de mês.
Yeah.
É
So I'm going to call you.
Então,
If you have a problem, you're going to call me. But like if I own a grocery store and there's you don't find the toothpaste that you want, you don't call the owner. You might call the manager, right? But there's not like that personal that personal relationship with the owner.
Então é tipo porque follow é seguir, né? Follow, seguir. E up, tudo bem, você juntou as duas palavras, então isso daí significa duradouro, vamos dizer. No contexto.
Seguramento.
É um frasal.
De seguiramento. There we go. Seguiramento.
E esse higher ticket é tipo é uma gíria, o quê?
No, higher ticket is a financial term.
Sim, vamos dizer, é ingresso caro, mas não, higher, alto.
No, so ticket, remember, ticket can also be like price tag. Ticket can be like price tag. So I believe it comes from the idea of the higher price on the ticket, higher price on the tag.
Não sabia. Tá.
Yeah. So it's a financial term. A higher ticket item is like a car, a boat, a house, those kinds of things that you have to pay more for.
Obrigada.
You are so welcome. All right. So there you go. Customer client. Larissa.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. How would your coworker say está na hora do almoço?
It's time of lunch.
It's
in time, on time.
It's lunchtime. Lunchtime.
Verdade.
So we have
Time.
breakfast time, lunchtime, dinner time, and for Glacie's kids, snack time. I think Larissa's kids are too old now for snack time, right? Are they? Or do they still have snack time? Also, we also have nap time, which probably Glacie's kids still have. Nap time, right? What is nap time?
Então,
Soneca.
porque, né?
Horário de tirar soneca.
Bem
Horário
que eu
de...
gostaria, mas os bichinhos
Não.
não têm horário para isso, não.
I'm almost to the point where I'm starting to have nap time every day. It's like that. I heard a joke once that when you're a baby and when you're really old is when you have nap time. You have nap
É
time
isso
when
que eu
you're
ia
a
falar.
baby and you have
É que você
nap
tá
time
ficando
when you're
velho,
old.
daí você tira o nap depois do almoço ali, porque dá aquela...
Yeah, exactly. Which is, well, I mean, that's part of the reason I came to Brazil was for all the holidays like tomorrow and for nap time after lunch every day. So,
Não, você tá brincando, né?
no, seriously, when I was
Não, para com
deciding
isso, professor.
that's part of the reason I came to Brazil was for those two things. Seriously.
Jesus.
It's palmas. Culture.
Oh, come on. Now Chris is gonna bag on palmas too.
Eu tô quieta.
I know, right?
Cada lugar tem uma
shocked.
culture, né?
I'm shocked.
Estamos perdidos.
You are shocked.
Hein, hoje a lá já tá em
It's Palmas
recesso. Eu até mandei porque eu
culture.
meio que já sabia aqui em
You
Palmas,
take a
hoje já
nap
tá meio
after
em
lunch?
recesso tudo, né?
So
Take a nap?
here is take a nap, yeah, because it's hot.
You take a
To
nap
bag
after
on.
lunch?
To bag on is slang
Zoar.
for Zoar. To bag on. So Chris is bagging on.
Yes.
Bagging on.
Ah, mas não é
on
teasing
palmas.
me? Teasing, não é?
Well, hello. We have synonyms. We have lots of different
Ok, você fica
gíria
bravo.
for. No, I'm not bravo.
Bag on.
Você
we
fala
have
isso,
bag
hello,
on.
acorda, guria, tipo assim?
Yeah. É
Então,
meio acorda.
não é
Porque-
legal.
Pegar no pé, zoar. I mean, there are a
Eu
lot
estou
of
bem acordada. Ah, tá bom.
to bag on, to tease. What other ones do we have?
Encher o
To
saco, não, encher o
Joke
saco.
with,
Não, isso é outra coisa. Não é?
to fill,
É que eu sempre falo assim, só tô enchendo o saco quando eu tô brincando com alguém,
to
mas
fill the
assim,
sack.
não é mesmo.
Just kidding, doesn't exist.
Tu fio desse-
To fill the sack, encher o saco.
Ai,
Acho
não é
que não
to
existe
feel-
isso em inglês,
não é to
claro.
feel de... Ai, não, eu ia
Não,
falar
to
uma palavra,
beg
mas não vou,
on,
porque tá ao vivo.
Messing around.
To mess around, yeah, that works.
Messing around.
To
Aí isso eu
mess with.
faço,
So
isso eu faço, eu acho.
there's a difference between to mess around and to mess with. To mess
Ai.
with is zoar. To mess around
É bagunçar.
é a bagunçar ou brincar. É a bagunçar, right?
Ok.
Não, bagunçar, sem A.
Bagunçar, okay.
Bagunçar.
So there you go. So to mess, I'm messing with you. I'm joking with you, or I'm teasing you.
hope so.
Or all right. So it's lunchtime or nap time or dinner time or whatever time. There was a commercial in the US. There's a beer called Miller Beer, and they created Miller time. So
Gosh,
like
I just
after
love Miller
you
time.
get home, they were like, it's Miller time, or during a game, they're watching a game, it's Miller time. So they used that idea of dinner time, lunchtime, breakfast time, and then they created Miller time for their
Time.
ad campaign. So if you say, is it Miller time? If you say that to anyone I don't think they have that ad anymore, but anyone who's like older than 30, if you say it's Miller time, they know that you're saying it's time for
Mas
a beer.
ainda existe, não?
I don't know. I
Acho que sim.
don't know. Like people that are under 20, I don't know if it's still. I don't know how much they still have that ad. Okay, Chris, Glassy, ask Chris. Tem certeza que é hora do almoço?
Are you sure it's lunchtime?
Good. So just instead of more emphasis on time, a little bit more emphasis on lunch.
Lunchtime.
Yes, yeah. So are you sure it's lunchtime? Are you sure it's dinner time? Are you sure? Good. Chris, eu acho que sim, mas eu ainda não terminei.
I think so, but I don't finish yet.
So with yet, does it give the idea that you're going to finish or you're not going to finish?
I'm not going.
No, you're
I'm
not
not
going to
doing.
finish?
Yes.
Se eu falar, eu ainda não terminei, esse ainda não indica que eu acho que eu vou terminar?
I haven't finished yet.
I haven't what?
I haven't finished yet.
That's it. Good. Now, é possível, right? I didn't, but if you say yet, usually either I didn't finish, não terminei, simplesmente.
Okay.
Or usually yet is going to give us that idea that there's still the chance.
Okay.
Larissa, tell me that you have an idea. Tell us that you have an idea.
Tem uma ideia?
I don't know. It was in English. I don't speak Portuguese this time.
I don't have idea. No clue.
No. Okay. but tell us that you have an idea. How would you tell us that you have an idea?
Okay. I need to make up.
Okay, but
É
so
isso?
no, tell us that you have an idea.
I have an idea.
Okay, there you go. That's it. Very good.
É que tava muito fácil.
Yeah,
Ele
exactly.
adora fazer isso.
But remember, the part where we practice the listening, the sentence is easy. It's understanding, and then the sentence that you're going to say is going to be easy. It's the listening and understanding what I say that's going to be the hard part.
Eu
of the
cheguei a
listening.
imaginar, mas eu pensei, ele não iria me perguntar só isso.
Yes, he would. He would.
Mas continue assim, Titi, com essas perguntas.
Glaci,
Sim.
a minha ideia é que eu traga o almoço para cá.
My idea is that I bring the lunch. No,
Yeah, it could be because,
bring lunch
Well,
direto, pode ser?
yeah, usually direto.
Lunch here.
Yeah.
Não, para cá?
Yeah.
Here.
Here, porque geralmente nós usamos to here, right?
É isso que eu estava pensando.
With bring. If I say bring, I can bring lunch to
Bring
you.
me, yes.
Yeah, good. So I can bring you lunch or bring lunch to you, but we usually don't use to with here. So bring lunch here. Good. Very nice. Chris, eu posso trazê-lo para cá, talking about lunch. Eu posso trazê-lo para cá.
I can to bring the one here. I can to bring.
I can to nada, right? Not can to. I can bring.
Hey, I can bring. Oh my goodness! I can bring. I can bring the one here.
Or I can bring lunch would be a little bit more common. I can bring lunch here. So let's do two sentences here, Larissa. How would you say eu posso levar almoço para você? Let's do that first. Eu posso levar almoço para você.
Interrogativo e uma afirmativa. É isso?
Afirmativa, só afirmativa. Eu posso levar almoço para você.
I can bring lunch for you.
Okay,
To,
so
né?
What was the verb I said? Eu posso what?
É para pessoa almoço, eu vou levar almoço.
Levar, right? What's
I can-
levar? Cortou.
I can take.
Isso. So the whole sentence with take?
I can take to you.
I can take what?
I can take lunch to you.
I can take lunch to you. But how would a native usually say that?
Não sei, teacher.
No?
Não.
Who can help? How would a native usually say that instead of I can take lunch to you? I mean, it's okay. It's possible, but most natives say, Glass?
I can take you to you ou you, professor? A
I
lunch,
can,
né? Você tem que trocar.
I can take you lunch is how most natives would say it. I can take you
Yes.
lunch. Okay. I can take you lunch. What about Chris? If I say I can take you to lunch, what does that mean?
I can take you. Eu posso levar você para almoçar. Não estou levando nada para você. Eu vou
Exatamente.
levar você.
Okay. So those are all three of those are grammatically correct. I can take lunch to you is grammatically correct. I can take you lunch is grammatically correct and more used, or I can take you to lunch is that I'm going to pick you up and I'm going to take you somewhere to have
Yes.
lunch. Okay,
Mas
so
você
all
não
three
pode
of those are
colocar
possibilities.
o the também antes do lunch, né? I can
Well,
take
só
you the
se for
lunch, o lanche.
almoço específico.
É, o
right?
almoço
Se for-
específico, vamos dizer, a coisa que ele pediu, né? Tá,
Right.
professor, eu entendi, eu
Yeah.
entendi.
Yeah, usually it's going to be like a work lunch or something that was scheduled on the calendar. Yeah. Okay. How about then, Larissa, how would you say, eu não posso trazer almoço para você?
I can take you lunch.
Ok, daí foi uma maldade minha. Qual foi o verbo essa vez?
I can't take you lunch, tá errado?
Agora eu mudei para trazer. What's the verb for trazer?
Ah, tá. I can't bring you lunch.
Maldoso, eu sou maldoso, eu sei. Okay, so same thing. So we can use I can't bring lunch to you. I can't bring you lunch. All right, so native speakers more often would use I can't bring you lunch. How would you say, how about Glassy, how would you say, não posso te trazer para a festa?
Não é levar, então é bring. Eu não posso. I can't bring you to the party.
Perfect. Perfect. Very nice. I can't bring you to the party. And if I use take, I can't take you to the party. Very good. Chris.
Lá vem.
Sim. Você poderia trazer almoço para cá?
Yes. You could bring lunch. Yes, you could bring lunch here.
Very good. Larissa, ótima ideia.
Great idea.
Eu ainda não comi nada e estou com muita fome.
Oh, teacher. I haven't eaten.
Isso.
I haven't eaten yet, and I am hungry already. No, still.
Ok.
Still hungry.
Ok, I'm still hungry. Ainda estou com fome. Que vale, right? Não é a frase que eu te dei. Parece uma crisinha que você fez. Mas... okay, so I'm still hungry. Nós falamos. É bem válido. Só que não é... eu estou com muito fome.
I'm starving.
Oh, I like it. That works. That I will accept. I'm starving. Só que não fala na frente de Dona Pamela, tá? A minha mãe não aceita. Ela sempre falava para nós, você nunca starved in your life. You have never starved. Children in Africa are starving. You have never starved.
Oh,
Mas
my
parece que
God.
eu mostro.
Wow.
Mas eu falo das
Wow.
crianças para os meus filhos porque eles não comem. Eu falei, gente, onde tem gente que não tem o que comer. Daí eu
Yeah.
mostro lá o pessoal. Ai, tadinhos, né? Que judiação aqui, pessoal da África, credo. Não é.
So, yeah. So she did that too. She always said there are people starving in Africa or China. And when we didn't eat, and then if we said we were starving, she was like, you have never starved. Okay, so I'm starving, or so perfect. I'm starving works. What's
I'm
another?
very hungry.
That's it too. Uh-huh. So some teachers say, never say very, never say very. But in this case, some people could be offended if you say, I'm starving, right? There are some people like my mom who would be offended if you said you're starving. So in this case, there's nothing wrong with saying very. I don't have, I call it very hate. There is a lot of very hate on Instagram. They don't say very, say this. Don't say very, say this.
Tem mesmo, viu, professor?
Yeah, I
E
know.
eu vejo, eu fico pensando, mas por que o professor sempre fala do very, né? A gente sempre fala very aqui, normal.
Yeah, it's a way to grow your vocabulary. You put very in front to say a lot. Now, if you want to be a professional writer, if you want to write a book in English, I would say don't use very. Right? If I were editing, helping someone edit their writing, I would say use less very, but not for someone who's learning English. I think it's ridiculous myself, but there you go. There's my vent for the day. My rant. Okay.
Você precisa desabafar com o padre, viu, professor? Agora me lembrei do padre reclamando na missa que o pessoal vai lá e fala um monte de coisa que não precisa para pecado, né, para dar absolução, não sei o quê. E ele falou as coisas que o povo fala. Bom, nada a ver com a aula de desculpa, volta, professor. Eu esqueço que a gente está no...
That's my fault, because I went off on a tangent. Okay, Glessy. Sim, você teve que trabalhar muito.
Yes, you had. Você teve. You had to work a lot.
Mm-hmm. Chris. Do you remember how to say sair?
Sair?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the context. Leave.
Okay. Or what?
Get out.
Okay.
Okay.
That's true. That's true.
Depends on the context.
Okay, so what context, which one would you use then in the context of eu não pude ir para fora?
Eu não
pude ir para fora.
Okay. I don't go outside.
Okay, what does I don't go outside mean?
É do lado de fora, inside, do lado de dentro, outside.
But what does the whole sentence mean? What does the whole sentence? I don't go outside.
Como é que você falou? Eu não vou para fora, é isso?
Não, eu tenho uma dúvida se é pude ou pode, do passado. Eu não pude ir para fora ou eu não pude ir para fora? Alguém me corrigiu uma vez e agora estou com dúvida.
Eu não pude sair.
I'm not able. I'm not able to go outside.
Okay, so is pude past, present, or future?
É passado.
And I'm not able, is that past, present, or future?
Futuro.
I'm not able?
Não, I'm not able passado, não é do verbo.
I'm not able. Não estou capaz.
Não, tá. I
So we
couldn't.
need,
I
how do we
couldn't go outside.
I couldn't go outside, or I wasn't able to go outside.
I wasn't
able to go outside. Okay, so they mean almost the same thing. If there's a difference, the difference is I
wasn't able to go outside. Yes, best.
So they mean almost the same thing. If there's a difference, I couldn't can also be permission, right? So the kids couldn't go outside because they didn't have permission, or they weren't able to go outside because it was snowing too much or something like that. So couldn't can be permission or impossibility, where not able to gives more of an idea of impossibility.
Okay.
Não deu para ir. Não
Okay.
dava.
I wasn't able to go outside.
Ok, Larissa, eu tive que ficar aqui o tempo inteiro.
I had to stay here all the time. All the time.
Ok. Let's talk about that, que eu acrescentei agora. Só para você.
Não.
Só para complicar para você.
Oh my God. Gente, essas pergunta para as meninas. Essas mais cabeludas.
Essas mais cabeludas. As perguntas ou as meninas mais cabeludas? All the time. All the time is, let's see, o tempo todo. O tempo.
Ok. Tempo.
Jeez, oh criminy.
Tempo.
The whole time é também o tempo todo, só que um tempo let's do this. Specific time. Specific. So a specific time. So if I say the whole time you were here, we laughed. Well, actually, let's make it grammatically better. We laughed the whole time you were here. We laughed the whole time you were here. Okay, so in this case, we wouldn't say we laughed all the time you were here, because all the time gives the idea of always. But I'm not talking about always. I'm talking about all of that time, that specific time that you were here.
Okay.
Okay. So, for example, I eat buchada all of the time.
Wow.
It's not true. It's not true. And don't talk about
Tinha uma
palmas.
coisa melhor para comer, professor?
I like to use buchada because everybody always says, like Chris just said, whoa. That's why I like to use buchada. I like shock value.
All of the time. It's
yeah,
too
all of the
much.
time. Exactly. It's too much, right? But if I say,
Piriri na galera, ele quer dar piriri.
when I went to the farm, I ate buchada the whole time. Okay, so all of that specific time that I was there at the farm, I ate buchada. Except this actually is piqui.
Piqui.
Okay, because I can't eat piqui at home because it stinks, but I can eat it at the farm because my father-in-law has piqui trees and they cook it on the farm. So I can eat piqui on the farm, but I can't eat it at home.
Piqui?
Piqui.
Yes.
Pesquisar, nunca vi.
Yes, you are missing out if you haven't had piqui. I love piqui.
Eu não sei o que é, mas enfim.
It's good. It's a fruit.
Pelo
I call it.
não deve ser bom.
Piqui é uma fruta.
I call it bunda fruit because it looks like a
Meu Deus
bunda.
do céu, bunda fruit.
It looks,
É
doesn't it,
aparência
Larissa?
de bunda ou
Yeah,
é o quê?
Larissa, doesn't it look like a
Parece
bunda?
Parece um peixe.
Parece uma bunda.
meu Deus.
Right, Larissa?
Não,
Larissa,
agora eu
do-
quero ver. Eu vou
Yeah.
até
Don't you think?
pesquisar aqui o que é esse troço. Pequi-frute. Fruta pequi.
Delicious fruit.
A frutinha pequi. Deixa eu escrever aqui, porque realmente fiquei curiosa, né? Parece uma bunda, vamos ver. Na verdade, professor, quando você vai falar assim em público, que a gente está tudo aqui, tem que falar bumbum. Mas tá, é mais chique, não sei, não, desculpa, você tá em Palmas, eu não sei como é que é aí, mas aqui, bunda é meio assim, eu tô falando porque a gente é a gente, mas assim, na verdade
Porque
é
a gente
bumbum.
é gente. These ones don't look like it, though.
Então, eu não achei, aqui, ó, talvez.
There was... Aqueles que cresciam
Ali,
na
achei, ó,
água.
essa
parece
foto ali.
pêssego, a mesma
Esse
There
aqui,
we
ó.
go. There we go. There it
É isso
is.
mesmo, né?
There it
É
is.
isso mesmo.
A bunda celulitosa ainda, veja.
Ok.
Muita celulite nesse bumbum aí. Mas o que é para comer? É a
Celulite.
semente ali ou o que está ao redor?
Não, é só ao redor, porque se você morder, daí você tem
Um
que ir para o
abacate,
hospital. Tem que ir para o hospital, porque tem espinhas dentro.
Meu Deus, ainda gosta
Yes.
da fruta ainda.
Yes.
É
So you can
delicioso.
only scrape the outside with your teeth. If you have it in your mouth, you can only scrape the outside, because if you bite it, then you have to go to the hospital.
Teacher, como que é roer em inglês? Roer ou pode? Roer,
Scrape.
great.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
no problem. So if you say to eat piqui, you have to scrape the outside with your teeth. So scrape é tipo arranhar. Nós usamos arranhar com os dentes.
Uhum.
Roer, é.
Yeah. Because we have scrape and then we have chew. And so basically, if you're not chewing, then you're probably scraping the...
Eu ia falar roer manga, mas não, a manga, no caso, a gente chupa a manga, né? Mas daí, aí já não sei também como é que é, então scrape é roer, tá? Roer comida. Não é tipo o
Well,
rato roeu a roupa do rei.
Yeah. So roer,
Mouse scrape
like...
it.
So, se é roer que você que fala com queijo também, né?
Não, a ralar.
Ralar. Roer, ralar. Meu Deus, não podia achar alguma coisa mais
Ralar o queijo.
separado.
Bom, são coisas que também
I
a gente
think-
precisa saber em inglês, né? Porque eu não sei.
Yeah.
Nem
I
sei
think
falar.
roer, I think we use chew for roer usually. Usually I think we use chew like mastigar for roer. I think, but I'm not sure. Because it's not one of, like you say, it's not one of those words you use a lot.
Você só olha para a mulher cheese, more cheese, daí ela vai lá e...
Well, no, so roer ou ralar. No, ralar is
Ralar.
to grate. To grate é o que você faz com queijo. Ralar.
Uhum.
Okay, so that's would you like me to grate some cheese, for example?
Uhum.
So to grate is that when you scrape it on there and then the cheese comes out. Or it could be also, sometimes they do that with potatoes for hash browns. I love hash browns.
Hash browns.
É bom.
Yeah. So they also grate potatoes for hash browns.
Yes. I
O
know.
que é hash browns, teacher? Sei. Todo
they
It's
are-
like American potatoes. It's like
comida, na verdade é comida dos deuses. So I love hash browns.
I cook.
Love
I
hash
cook.
browns.
É isso aí, não é bem o purê, é tipo isso que ele tá mostrando.
Yeah, é
Não,
ralado,
não é
é
purê,
batata
não.
ralada.
Aqui, ó, não.
É
Eu
batata
faço isso
ralada.
ali. É maravilhoso.
É bom.
No café da manhã.
And then you put hash browns with bacon and oh my God, now I'm
Nossa.
hungry.
Oh, my God.
Now I'm hungry.
Agora você
Now
tá
I'm
judiando.
hungry.
Eu tô com fome também.
All right. Let's go.
Hash
What?
browns. I cook hash
Yeah?
browns.
Very
Yes.
nice. Good. Then I can come to your house. If you cook hash browns, then I
Ô,
can
amiga,
come to
você
your house.
cooke tudo e ainda você não chamou
Você
a gente
cookie
para passar
tudo.
um fim de
Você
semana na
cookie
sua
tudo.
casa. Né, amiga? Agora passou a pandemia.
Quem é seu
né?
professor? Eu quero saber quem é seu professor que ensinou você cookie tudo.
Tudo. O que tudo.
All right. Continuing on.
Gente, meu professor é Teacher Willy aqui, viu?
Oh,
Ele ficou.
eu que te taught? Eu que te taught?
Você
Ou
que me
que
taught.
tudo?
Toque.
Me taught everything. Pronto. Me
All
taught.
right, Glaci. How would you ask? Que tipo de trabalho você está fazendo?
What kind of work? Nossa, minha barriga fez um barulho agora. Are you...
Hash browns fazem isso. Hash browns atraem esse som.
What kind of... não, tá errado, né? Mas vai lá. Ela fica, are you doing? Não. You are doing. Porque
No, it's a
nesse
question.
caso... então, are you doing?
Yeah,
Não?
ok. Yeah. Por quê? Por que não vai inverter no final? Porque não teve verbo auxiliar.
Exatamente.
Só teve
Agora
palavra de questão. Yeah. Exato. So, agora pergunte-me, você poderia me dizer que tipo de trabalho você está fazendo?
Olha,
Larissa, você pediu para castigá-los, então agora eu tô...
Could you tell... Não, primeiro me dizer. Could you tell me what kind of work you are doing?
Yes. Agora sim. Agora você vai inverter, porque se você colocar do you know, could you tell me, would you tell me, would you
Eu não erro mais, já estou vacinada.
Estou vacinado, gostei. All right. How about, Chris, você gostaria de saber que tipo de trabalho eu estou fazendo?
Would you like to know what kind of job work I am doing?
Yeah, very good. Eu tentei de novo pegar o am I doing no final, mas não deu. All right.
Pega leve.
Acho que eu não. Não, agora abriu a porta das coisas difíceis. Então,
we are
cada vez pior.
we are getting clever, okay? We are getting
Yes, you
clever.
are. Yes, you are. Absolutely.
Smart or clever? Acho que clever é mais chique, não?
No, clever é mais espertinho.
É uma coisa.
You are clever.
então é
Glassy is
clever,
clever. Yeah, Chris is getting smarter. Glassy is getting more clever and smarter.
Tá bom.
Larissa.
Cabeluda pra lá, cabeluda.
Não.
Tell us. Larissa, tell us what you do for a job.
Falar o quê sobre o meu trabalho?
Tell us what you do for a job.
Gente, eu faço tanta coisa que você nem sabe. Quer saber?
Tell us 5 things that you do for a job.
Eu sou igual bombril, teacher. 1001 utilidades.
1,000 uses.
1 utilities. Tem essa palavra?
Uses, nós diríamos.
Uses. Okay.
Uses, yeah. Usos.
Teacher, I'm professor.
Okay, so are you countable?
I'm a
Pode contar as Larissas? Yeah, good. I'm a
professor. Professor.
Okay. What else? Give me 2 more.
I'm a coordinator.
Okay.
About research and extension and postgraduated.
Okay, and post-graduation?
Post-graduation, ok. Mais que eu faço?
Or I think postgraduate courses, because everybody always says post-grad. Eu nunca ouvi nenhum americano falar a palavra inteira, só falar post-grad, so probably post-grad courses, I would say.
Post-grad.
Okay.
One more.
I'm a coordinator another sector.
Okay. What sector?
Internationalization.
Internationalization?
Internationalization. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds interesting. All right. Very good. How would you say, Glass? How would you say, eu sou engenheira e o projeto é para o novo edifício?
I am engineer.
Close.
Não, engineering é engenharia. engenharia, né?
No, engineer, but remember, not because it's
Engineer.
an
E o que
engineer.
é?
E o projeto é para o novo edifício.
And the project is para. For the new building.
Yep, good. The new building, very nice. Chris, tell me that it's engineering for the new client.
Tell me what? Tell you what?
Tell me. Okay, so be careful because you don't want to say "tell me what" when you're traveling, right? Because by the way that you say it, you have to be careful with what. I've seen teachers on Instagram say never say what. Well, you can say what if it's like, I'm sorry, what? You know, if you say it nicely, you can say, but tell me what? Tell me what? That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Okay, it's rude. Okay.
Yeah, yes. So tell me that it's engineering for the new client.
Okay. I am an engineer. That's it. I'm an engineer for new client.
Tell me that it's so we're talking about the project. Remember, so Glassy talked about the project. So tell me that it's referring back to the project. Tell me that it's engineering for the new client.
Okay, it is an engineering for new clients.
For the new client, que já falamos sobre ele e ela, right? So, okay, so for the new client. Larissa, e é cliente muito importante.
And eu uso he or she.
Okay, good. That's an excellent question.
Já usaria it's.
Do you know the sex or the gender of this person?
It's.
Not it. It's vai representar o projeto, vai ter it's. Mas se chamar de it, uma pessoa, daí tá falando de aquela coisa.
It's a person.
Right. But so yes or no, do you know the gender of the client? No. So do you remember what we use when we don't know the gender?
No. Também não sei.
Glassy remembers. What? He, no. We don't use he unless it's male.
They.
Yes, we use they and them if we don't know the gender. That's the only time where we use they in the singular is when we don't know the gender. So in this case, é cliente muito importante.
They are a very important client.
They are a very important client. Exactly. So if you know, you use he's a very important client. If you know it's she's, yes, I call that the hidden use of they. The hidden use of they. You use they when you're talking about the subject pronoun, and you use them when you're talking about the object pronoun. So in this case, they are a very important client. Glassy, how would you say? Eu gostaria de falar com ele ou ela.
I'd like to talk to. Mas daí, você vai falar them?
Vai falar them, exatamente, porque não sabe. Porque não sabe o gênero, exatamente. Yes. Okay, that's it. So you have two choices in this situation. You can use they and them, or you can say him or her, or he or she. So he or she is a very important client, but it sounds to me, doesn't sound nearly as nice to say he or she as it does to say they. I would like to talk to him or her. Doesn't sound to me nearly as nice as saying I would like to talk to them.
Okay.
Very nice. All right, let's take a look. Rafael is here. I arrived at the exact cook tudo moment. What happened to you? It looks like you have a blanket over your head.
Tô em, sei lá, câmera lenta, sei lá.
Yeah, it looks like it, câmera lenta. Larissa is a jack of all trades. Yes, she
O que é isso, Tite? Tá me xingando?
Jack
É
of all
muito-
trades significa alguém que faz várias coisas. Consegue fazer
Ah,
muitas
ok.
coisas.
Eu vou até anotar aqui.
I
É,
have to admit, I said it's a very important client at first and then remembered the correct. Yeah, so he remembered they're a very important client. Well, now you can say it's a very important client. You can say that because the client is, right? So, well, it's a very you can say it. It's possible to say that, but if you say what was the sentence? Do you remember the sentence that you had, Larissa? I already forgot.
Tite. Eu tava escrevendo aqui, não ouvi.
I think it was ele ou ela. So if you can say because you can use it's when you have cliente importante. It's a very important client. But if you say ele ou ela já fez muito trabalho conosco or something like that, then it's going to be not going to be it did a lot of work with us. It's going to have to be they did a lot of work with us.
Ok.
That's the difference there.
Porque não sou estranho mesmo. It's a very important client. Rafa tem razão.
Right. Yeah. I'm
Não,
having
mas
dinner.
eu
I'm having dinner on my cell phone, unless cell phone is a restaurant. I won't speak too much. Should have 2 O's. Yeah, look at that. He said it right after he typed that in before I said it, and it came out the exact same time. Sometimes I think Rafael is my alter ego. Like he's my clone. He's my Brazilian clone. Because I just said that. I just said that cell phone sounds like the cell phone is the name of a restaurant. I just said that, and it came up. There wasn't enough time for him to type it in as I said it. It's freaking crazy.
Mas tem uma dica com esse negócio, Rafa, né, professor, de on para usado quando o negócio tem fio, a gente usa on. É telefone, internet, não sei o quê, tudo on na frente.
Right.
Isso aí ficou na minha memória e eu nunca mais errei.
Good. Yeah, very good.
Sirva para você também, Rafa. Tá rindo do que agora? Não sei.
Tá
Por
rindo
isso que ele falou que ele
I
era o
said
nome do restaurante.
he's my clone. He's my Brazilian
Não,
clone.
assim,
That's what he's laughing at. All right. That's going to do it for us today. Have a happy
Professor, peraí, Rafa, tem que
Easter.
deixar like lá. Eu vi 0 like, vai, por favor. Deixa o like lá.
I think he did. There was 0 likes, and then all of a sudden there were 2.
Nós
When
somos
I did
sempre os
one,
mesmos, eu e mais 13 que dão like. Então, pessoal.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We will be back again. I think we have, let me check here. We will have probably one more class on lesson 57. All right, so you can start doing the exercises, but we won't correct them. Definitely won't correct them next time. All right. Happy Easter, everybody. See you next week.
Obrigada, professor.
Enjoy.